from Nottingham's Portland building. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the impromptu comedy stylings of The Improv Show!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of The Improv Show! I'm your host, Alex Southern, and in the studio with me today, I have Patrick.
Hi.
Kathy.
Hello.
Sam.
Hello.
Ben.
Felicitous salutations from the further end of my degree.
Wow. He's finished. And now he's facing real life.
Everything hurts.
And because Ben is too busy being on a train...
Other than.
Yes.
I'm here.
Producer
worry.
Ben, everyone. Ben Hollins. We have Ollie instead.
Hello.
That's all he has to say.
Yes.
So we're going to kick off today's show with a game of Move On and Keep. In this game, two people will be in a regular scene, and when I hear something I like, I will say move on and keep that thing, and the other two will have to start a new scene with that. Okay, so we're going to start with Kathy and Ben, and we want a object, please, that you will find in this studio.
An iPhone.
An iPhone.
Doreen.
Yeah.
Doreen.
Yeah.
I've lost an app.
You've lost an app.
I pressed on it and it went wobbly and I touched it and it's disappeared.
I'm not sure what one of them things are.
Can I synchronise with your computer?
Sure. I don't know where it is. You'll have to check the attic. I haven't used one of them since they started taking over the minds of the youth.
Oh, I'm completely wireless now.
Oh, wow.
Move on and keep. I'm completely wireless now.
Yeah, mate. So I said, mate, I don't need one of those core phones anymore. I've got one of these new phones, mate. Don't need any wires. I can ring up any man and tell him I hate him.
Lad.
No,
Completely wireless.
Completely wireless. Not a wire inside, mate. Mate, I'll go around to other people's houses and cut their wires.
That's revolution in the news.
Yeah, man. I'm making this. I'm bringing it to this new country, man. My name's Bill Gates. I'm like revolutionising the world. Yeah.
What else is wireless?
Internet, but like that won't catch on, mate.
Nah,
Mate,
I don't think so. You need wires, innit?
Yeah, allow that internet thing, fam.
You gotta watch all that SBTV on the interwebs with wires.
Oh.
Move on and keep interwebs.
Oh, that's intimidating.
Hello.
This is the first time I've used chat roulette.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Ben.
Hi, Ben.
I'm currently in a room in my house. I've got stairs behind me.
Mm-hmm.
You can. I don't know. You've got a webcam. You can see this.
Yeah, I can.
I'm a man, obviously.
Yes.
Move on and keep. You're a woman.
So you're really a woman?
Yes, I am.
Well, your dating profile made me question, but okay, if you say so.
Everything I put on Tinder is correct.
So how long have you been a woman exactly?
All my life, mate. I'm beginning to think you're insulting me. You're patronising me.
No, your moustache really brings out the
I'll
colour
tell
of
you
your
something,
eyes,
mate. I can bench press more than 200 kilograms, and you questioning my womanhood is making me want to knock you out.
Move on and keep womanhood.
Darling,
Yes, love.
darling, there's something I need to ask you about.
You can ask me anything, love.
Does this dress make me look fat?
Darling, if you looked fat, I would not still be here. That dress makes you look like a twig in a frock. You are like a curtain rail with a curtain draped loosely from it, flapping in a summer breeze.
I'm so happy.
So thin do you look in that dress that I can barely notice you're there.
Move on and keep unhealthily thin.
Oh, mate, have you checked this new Paris Hilton photo? She's looking unhealthily thin.
What exactly is unhealthily thin? I think she looks great.
Well, you're you. You'll take anything. No, just like...
Move on and keep low standards.
Yep, so we're here on our first date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's
do you
going
like
well.
stuff?
Yeah, I like stuff.
Yeah.
It's great.
I'm going to order the Big Mac.
Wow, who saw that coming?
I'm thinking I'm going large, but I don't know. What do you want?
Well, I'm not really into McDonald's food, but thanks for bringing me
Well,
here
they've got
anyway.
salad.
They
We
do?
wraps.
Oh, well, I'll have a salad, I guess.
Yeah,
As long as you eat half of it, because I'm not eating a whole salad. I do not want to get fat.
Move on and keep dead air.
So, we've never really spoken before.
Yeah, mate. Do you have any topics of conversation that you just talk to strangers about?
Not particularly. I'm
My go-to one is generally that I'm an international hitman.
Move on and keep hitmen.
Yeah, you like that? Take it. Take it.
Stop it, Maureen!
I thought you said you wanted this. We wanted to experiment.
I was thinking we could use, like, chocolate or something!
Oh, okay.
You've just cut off my arm!
Yeah, you like that, baby?
No. There's blood everywhere!
Okay, well, at least we can claim, like, benefits now.
Can I take the mask off?
No, I think it looks much better this way.
Okay.
Move on and keep. Okay.
Okay, you didn't have to kill her.
Well, kinda. I think it was a good idea.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a good idea. We've now got a dead corpse in my living room with DNA evidence all over the place.
Yeah, but also she called me fat.
You are fat.
Yeah, but she didn't have to say it, did she?
Yeah, but I've just said it now. You haven't killed me.
Wait, so you've just seen me kill a woman for calling me fat, and you're gonna call me fat? Really?
Yes.
Move on and keep.
Oh, hell no.
What? What's wrong?
You are wearing a halter top in a church.
Well,
Do you have any idea how offensive I find that?
Well, surely the Lord does not care what I wear.
The Lord cares exactly what you wear.
He does?
You'll notice I am completely covered.
In chocolate, yes, that is correct.
That is out of respect for God.
I did not know he was into that kind of thing.
He is into many things. Mostly it is the covering of flesh. It does not matter the substance, provided it be covered.
Well, my shoulders aren't that offensive, are they?
I find them so, and if I find them so, God finds them so.
I'm sorry, I'll go pray for me and my children.
Don't come praying in here wearing your dirty
I'm
whorearms.
so sorry, Lord. Please forgive me.
You are forgiven. That's the end of the game. Hooray.
Hooray.
So now we're going to jump straight into the next game, which is Objection. In this game, we're going to have two teams, which are Kathy and Patrick, and Ben and Sam.
Come at us.
Right there.
And in this game, one team will be in a scene, and when another finds something wrong with the scene, they will object
We're unstoppable.
and take over and do it right. Until the other team finds something wrong that they can object with, and so on and so forth, until we come to the logical end of the scene, which will probably be everyone dying, but let's try not to go there. So, can we have something that the first team is trying to accomplish, please?
Trying to accomplish? Completing an exam.
Okay, so Ben and Sam, you're trying to complete an exam.
Psst. How's your exam going? Dude,
It's...
just one question.
No, you are going to fail me my degree.
Well, we're talking anyway. Just answer my question.
No. I'm not talking. I'm objecting.
Objection. You are talking. We all heard you.
Alright.
Just give me some of the answers. Come on.
I said I wouldn't talk.
I know, but you already started, so you might as well help me out.
No.
I just need answers from 1 to 25. And then-
Objection. There aren't that many questions in an exam paper.
I need the answers for question 1 to 4. That's reasonable.
Well, that's only section A. You can actually do section B.
Yeah, I'll do section B. Just tell me the bloody questions.
Well,
answers.
one is highly interpretive. It's basically what you get from the poem.
Oh, you're more confusing than the exam. Say it in English.
I did say it in English.
Oh, no one understands.
Objection. He's meant to say it in French.
Parlez en français, s'il vous plaît.
Oui. Yeah.
Objection, they don't sound like they really speak French.
Non, le première question, c'est le interpretif dans le verse et nous scripter les opinions.
Parlez anglais?
Yes.
Happy days. All right. So just
Right.
one question. Like, the exam's over in 15 minutes. Do you know the answer?
You haven't written anything and you've only got 15 minutes left.
Objection, objection. They would have asked before 15 minutes if they definitely given you any of the answers to section A.
Alright.
I've got 45 minutes to complete this paper.
Oh, that's great then. We've got plenty of time to help you work on your exam. Let me get my dictionary out.
Objection.
No
Why?
dictionaries in exams.
Objection. If the English is not their first language, and clearly he speaks French.
Wait.
Come at me. So help me out here.
Okay.
Thank God you've got your dictionary. So glad that French is your first language.
It helps me speak my English. Okay.
Objection. Clearly not very well. It helps me speak the English that I have. But basically, well, you're supposed to read and interpret the poem. I'm doing this poem interpretation in my second language. How you, a native English speaker, cannot. I am confused.
Well, I see. I fell asleep and I went out a lot.
Objection. My character's voice is higher. Yeah, I just really don't know what I'm doing here.
Well, if you had not fallen asleep, then you would
Objection.
really...
No shouting in exams. It's bait.
Well, if you hadn't fallen asleep, then you would be fine. I'm not going to help you. You've brought this entirely on yourself.
Well, now that we're here, can you help me? Like, are you going to help me, or am I wasting my time?
There's 45 minutes left. I've still got my essay question to do.
Okay, at least tell me the subject that we're doing.
I'm not telling you what I'm going to do my essay on. That is really cheating, as opposed to this
Objection.
partial cheating.
It's not really cheating. Go on then. I'll let you. It's not really cheating.
So help me out. What subject are you doing?
I don't
Objection. You'd know the subject you were going to an exam in.
I think I'm in the wrong room.
Well, I'm here to do French/English poetry.
Wow, your French is really bad.
Yes, I know, but it's also quite good because it's my first language.
Well, if it's French and English, I'm in the wrong class. But forget this. I'll see you later.
Objection! You cannot leave your seat. Yes, you cannot leave your seat. Stay here and finish the exam.
Oh, I'll try, but I really know nothing about this at all. No wonder I was finding it difficult.
Well, you just have the attitude of a quitter.
If this isn't my class, then whose seat am I sitting in? Who's not here?
Objection. She's actually sitting on somebody else's lap.
Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't mean to sit on your lap at all, but...
Well, I've just basically been quite disappointed. I thought you were going to do my exam for me and sort of entertain me, but quite frankly, none of
Objection.
that's happened.
The guy she's sitting on lap is dead.
Wow.
I've actually killed him. I knew I was gaining too much weight.
This is the worst exam ever. I didn't think I'd have to dispose of a corpse.
Objection. You're not going to have to dispose of a corpse. It will get up and move on its own, thanks to the power of necromancy.
Oh, well, that's conveniently sorted out our problem. Now, can I get on with my exam, please?
The dead guy looks strangely like a chair.
I think he might be a zombie.
It's funny that he's dead, but he still has something in his pocket.
In French, the word zombie is zombie.
Wow,
I use that in my
Objection.
interpretive section.
It's zombie. Oh, no, the zombies killed me. Ah, that hurt.
Objection.
Me too.
Objection.
We're both dead.
He
We're
pronounced
both
it
dead.
zombie.
Objection. Surely the invigilator has been sort of like notified of what's going on.
Objection, the invigilator's dead.
Objection. He's a zombie, therefore alive.
Objection! End of scene.
You're right. Everyone did end up dead. Wow.
As is the way. We're going to go to a song now, which is Around Town by the Kooks. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Improv Show. Aren't you glad to be back?
Yes.
Yes, really glad.
I am.
Always.
So we're going to kick off the second half with a game of authors. In this game, we've got a group of 4 prolific authors who will be telling a combined story in their varying styles. As I point to one, they'll be telling the story, and when I'm getting bored, I point to another, and they tell the next section in their style. If you get the idea. In this game, what should we go through? What authors everyone is? Patrick, you are.
I'm C.S. Lewis.
Kathy, you are.
Zeus.
Sam, you are.
James Patterson.
And Ben, you
I shall
are.
be invoking the style and mannerism of Jane Austen.
And Ollie, can we have a title of a story you'd love to hear?
Can we have The First Date, please?
The book is called The First Date, and we're going to start with C.S. Lewis.
Edmund looked across the table at Mrs. Beaver. Things had taken a sudden change of events since he'd become king. However, he took this in his stride. She was an attractive woman after all, and she held her own land, which was very important where he was from. Edmund felt suddenly a certain connection across the table. After all, she'd already cooked his fish for him, and that's all Edmund really looked for in a woman. He loved his fish, did our Edmund. Then he suddenly looked out the diner, and...
James Patterson.
And there was one of his police colleagues who was ushering him outside. "Come outside, Edmund, quick." So Edmund went outside. What seems to be the problem? "Someone's dead." "Oh, no." "Well, I can't leave Mrs. Beaver. I'm on a first date, you see. And although someone's dead and I'm sure to solve it in at least 8 books, I have to finish the date. We just ordered the starters, and she's very excited about her fish."
Jane Austen.
The starters, of course, had come from France, which, despite being greatly controlled by Napoleon, still had a marked influence over the cuisine of Great Britain, especially Hampshire. Edmund, returning to the good Mrs. Beaver, proceeded with his starter, a small collection of fish, which had been prepared in a variety of ways.
Dr. Zeus.
Yes, 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. A great meal for all, and all were joyful, for they could all eat, and it was a feat to be seen by the date, and it was going great. But along came the cop, who told them to stop.
And James Patterson.
I won't stop. I'm on a first date. What, someone else has died since we've been speaking? Where are we? The ghetto? The Bronx? What is this? I'm just trying to have a first date with Mrs. Beaver.
Jane Austen.
I've been arranging this for the past 14 years, which is how long we've been courting, of course, as is the traditional length of time. All things have been carried out with propriety. I remember we first met during the London season.
C.S. Lewis.
Ah, the London season. Edmund remembered that time, but it was fading away. Suddenly his land seemed so much more real than London. He preferred to be here, lost in Mrs. Beaver's eyes. But suddenly... What was it? Mr. Beaver, what are you doing here?
James Patterson.
Approached Mr. Beaver. Edmund said, "What are you doing here, Mr. Beaver?" "I'm here to confess that I killed everyone in the restaurant. Didn't you wonder why your main courses had taken so long to come
Dr.
up?"
Zeus.
Yes, I am the killer. You may think I'm vanilla, but I am the one who killed them with a gun.
Jane Austen.
And by gun, of course, we mean a large, industrial, military-grade mortar, that being the only form of gun readily available. Of course, Mr. Beaver was taken away by the local constable to the Beadle's house, where he was charged with murder on 4 counts and hung in the town square, as law demands. Edmund looked back into the deep, deep brown eyes of Mrs. Beaver. Another 30 years passed, and eventually they got married. The vicar.
That's the end. Well done, everyone. Well done. We're going to go to one final game now, called First Line, Last Line. In this game, it's a game for everyone. 2 people in a scene. If you hear a line you like, come in, make a new scene with that line. Anyone can join in, anyone in the studio, even me and Ollie if we fancy it. Can we have a relationship to start Kathy and Ben off, please?
Oh, a relationship. Can we have mother and daughter, please?
Now, darling.
Mum, I know you keep saying I've got to go, but I don't want to go to summer camp.
Well, it's the only option for someone like you, dearest.
Well,
we can't have the neighbours knowing of your existence.
I know I'm illegitimate, and I know that.
And that third arm is causing us trouble.
I know, but couldn't you just love me for me? Couldn't you not send me away?
No.
Couldn't you not send me away? I don't want to go to the military. I don't want to fight in a war that I don't believe in.
I just told you we're sending you to camp. Was this military camp? Is it?
Yeah, didn't you read the brochure?
I didn't. I just wanted you out of here.
It's not a military camp, it's Afghanistan. I don't want to go.
It's Afghanistan, and I don't want to go. So I'm giving you this holiday. I won it on the Generation game.
Well, thank you, but I'm not sure I have, the money to go. I really think you should take it from me.
It's all expenses paid. You get a wonderful
It's all expenses paid. So, I thank you, Generation Game, for giving me this speedboat, but I live nowhere near water, and I just don't know when I'm going to use this.
But what you're missing out on is the opportunity and that will give you to move up in society. If you own a speedboat, people look and you say, "Hey, that guy's going places. It doesn't matter if they're on water or not. He's going places.
But I'm not going anywhere in the speedboat. You've got to understand, I don't want this.
So attach it to your car and go places in that. It's very simple.
Can I just get like the cash equivalent?
No, that cannot happen, sir. If you continue to make a scene in the studio, we will have security removed.
I mean, I won
just
the game.
Just take the boat while it's on offer.
Didn't say that it was going to be a speedboat.
I am the star of this show. I am the
star of this show. All of you have to do what I tell you. You bring me a latte.
Yes, Mum.
You adjust all the lights so I look 20 degrees prettier.
Yes.
All right.
I want all the scripts rewritten so it's just a 4-hour monologue.
Sure.
That'll get money for children in need.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Me and my art.
All right,
Do
miss.
you still want your tiara, Mum?
Yes, but I want another 3 to go with them.
Oh, right. Well, the last one was kind of hard to get with.
I shall be beautiful.
I shall be beautiful.
Really, mate? Like, you've just slapped on a bit of makeup. It's a bit weird. I don't think that's enough to state you'll be beautiful.
Yeah, but this is industrial oils. I found them in an artist shop, and I think that working well for me. No.
I mean, no, right, mate. I'll back you. Like, we'll submit you to the beauty pageant, and we'll see how it goes from there. Like, I'm not going to promise anything, but I know a few guys can call in a few favours.
I can tell that you have no faith in me. I'm getting sick of
I
it.
can tell that you have no faith in me.
Oh, why do you say that to me? I have complete faith in you.
No, you do not.
No, I don't.
I'm always trying to take over the world, and you always turn around
Just
to me and
because
say
I did
it'll
not
never
give you
happen.
the starting capital
You say
this time
it'll
does
never
not
happen.
mean I do not have faith in you.
You
It's-
do not have faith
I
in
do
me.
have faith
I can
in
prove.
I gave you
I
starting
record things
capital
you
for
say
your
to
last
me.
last six world attempts I have funded. This time I'm holding back my money. I'll invest when you have taken over the world. But right now I need to keep money for myself. I'm buying it for
I need to
finance.
keep money for myself.
But no, mate. Seriously, buy coffee beans. Buy coffee beans. That's the investment of the future, mate.
Well, I mean, I've